KK says, "Hi, Matt. How do you know when you should be creating distance to keep it interesting versus letting him invest time? I don't want to play games, but in past, I've definitely made mistake of oversaturating." Oversaturating. You made the mistake of oversaturation, huh? Well, just this thought process kind of runs down the lines of game playing, right? Because you're like, okay, well, how do I, you know, do all these things in the right way, right? Like the question I have for you is, do you ever need space? Are you one of the do you have an attachment style where you feel like you can't ever get enough of somebody? Or do you have an attachment style where it's a little bit more even? If you don't have an attachment style like that, you may want to start working on your own kind of self, right? And spending more time with yourself, getting used to being with yourself. Whatever the your biggest kind of challenges you have are, right? It might be that you have problems just being with yourself and spending time with yourself. You may want to start working on those kinds of things. And as far as creating space, if you don't need space, why are you creating it? And what kind of a situation is happening here? I have all kinds of different questions about your situation here. But because if you're coming from a place where you are like getting really overly anxious about somebody not being around you or not being in contact with you, or you can't ever get enough contact with somebody, my first gut feeling is that you have something going on with you that's making it so that you're having you're feeling like you need somebody to be around you all the time, right? Normal people, they want space sometimes and they want connection sometimes. And there's kind of this ebb and flow that goes on between two people. And so if a guy is reaching out and he wants to be connected with you, and assuming that he's a normal, healthy adult male, then he's going to have those same things going on. And so he's going to be pursuing you and wanting to hang out with you. And when he wants to do that, you let him do that, assuming that it's normal and it's natural and it's, within kind of a healthy guidelines. And if it's not, and you're unable to see that, then you're going to be getting into unhealthy situations from now until the end of time. And if it is, and you are coming from a healthy space, then it should be pretty easy for you to see what's healthy and what's not healthy without needing to, try to manipulate the situation so that you're creating more space. You're like, okay, I need space, right? Because I'm, coming from this crazy place and I don't know, right? But it doesn't even matter if you are coming from that toxic place. You're going to continue to attract toxic people, and you're going to continue to create the same situations over and over and over and over again. And so if you're creating just really bad situations, you want to take some time and heal. You want to break the old patterns that you have. You want to spend more time with yourself. You want to spend more time healing. You want to spend more time connecting with people that are doing healing work as well, and mentors who are doing healing work, and talking to them about it and talking to them about what's going on with you. A great place to go is actually our community, the Goddess community. You can check it out on Facebook. If you type in Goddess, the Goddess community, you'll find our group. We've got, I think we're over, I don't know how many women. I think it's close to 50,000 right now. And if you go in there and talk to women about what's going on, you can learn a lot of stuff in there. If you have communities in your area that you can go to that are into healing work, there are usually women's groups in different areas that you can go to and talk to people, and everybody's going to have their own perspectives and opinions. And you want to go and find people that are that seem like they're in a healthy space, and ask them questions about what's going on with you so that you can get a better perspective. Or you can get a coach, that's another way to do it, and find out that kind of stuff. But what's concerning to me about what you're talking about right now is that you're not intuitively getting where a creating distance versus letting him invest in you is, right? That's kind of it comes up to me as there's something missing with what's going on with you, that you're not intuitively getting when you need space and when you don't need space, right? Does that make sense, KK? I hope that helps. I hope I wasn't. I'm coming from a place of wanting to help you the best that I can, KK, because your question is very kind of gamey, and it doesn't need to, it shouldn't be, right? It should be coming from a space of just uh, of wholeness. That's really where you want to be coming from, is a space of wholeness. And when you're trying to figure out when to create space versus letting him invest, it's like, it sounds like there's something missing there.